Okay, so now we're gonna define a consume message method, and this is going to be the main polling loop. Remember when we look at the heartbeat of every consumer? So we're gonna continuously call for poll. We're gonna handle the message and the errors, and whenever we ask it to close it, we're gonna close it. Let's just go ahead and define consume messages. If we have any process callback call here, and we don't need to return anything. All right. Now this is where we change that flag, because now we are actively polling and looking into this loop. So it is running. So let's just log this. Starting consumer loop, and let's ask the user to shut it down. So I don't know, press Ctrl+C to stop. Okay, now this is where we do our while loop. So while we have it running, because now it's set to true, and we're gonna check Kafka for new messages every second. Okay, so this just keeps our loop responsive while avoid it to be busy waiting. So we do a message, call the consumer, poll. Every second, let's just check it. So now let's evaluate some scenarios. So the first case is that we don't have any message received in this specific poll cycle of 1 second. So we just loop again and check once more. So if we don't have anything, we continue. Okay. Now, the other scenario, again, in case we get to the end of the partition, so that's common. So if we get an error, and if this error is the partition one, again, that means end of partition, nothing wrong, just no new data. We can just keep looking into it and looking for more messages. Now, if we do have another error other than that, we want to throw it out. Just say that consumer error. Just like we've done into the simple one, we're bringing it here. And we don't want to stop this, right? We want it to keep moving. Now, if that's not the case, we just to get a good message, we just go ahead and process the message and process callback in case something is sent. Now, if the user wants to interrupt it through a keyboard interrupt, we just log it. Interrupted by user. And finally, regardless of the reason, if it was interrupted, if there was an exception, if there was a missed signal, connection, we just make sure we can close this connection. Okay? And to close it, we just call the self-consumer.close. And let's log something. Closing the consumer. And we call it and we log that we're successful. Consumer close. Now, we can also maybe just create something to stop it. So just a small helper. We can let external signal handlers to tell the loop to stop just by flipping the flag, right? So we can stop. And that might be useful. Okay, So I think we have everything. We're able to connect, subscribe. We process the message with serializers, with deserializers in that case. We consume it and we can close and stop. Cool. With that, we finish our consumer wrapper. We're ready to test it out by creating a producer and a consumer using the wrappers now.